Nubook 2, A Journey to Real Freedom, Part 7. What she was saying made me feel good, especially the part about Mum knowing a lot of things too. I was feeling really good now. I wanted to go to heaven and play with some real good kids. I kept thinking about the idea of all the ice cream I could eat. I was imagining mountains of ice cream with all my favourite flavours. My little mind was really going to town with what Grandma said, so much so that I forgot all about the big ocean. I was also thinking about the big guy and how he must keep an eye on everyone. I was wondering if he likes ice cream and if he shares with the kids. I was trying to figure out how he keeps an eye on everyone, or does he miss a few kids now and then? Is the old big guy an angel too, Grandma? I asked. He's more than that, Duane. He's the big boss of all the angels in heaven, she said, with a smile on her face. Wow, he must be very important, I thought. From that moment on, I decided I wanted to go to heaven, and I was going to be the very best that I could be. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what I was considering, because what I really wanted was ice cream and cake. Scene 4. I really did like the farm life. It was a great place for a kid to grow up and experience nature. I never saw Grandpa too much, but one day, when Grandma was busy fixing some pies to bake, Grandpa came over to me while I was outside feeding the dirty pigs their rations. Duane, he said to me in a very casual tone, I think you are old enough to learn something. Let's go take a walk in the field and see what we can find. I have a few things to share with you. He took my hand and he led me out past the barn, and we walked in a wide open field. It was a very clear day, with the sun shining, and a few birds walking around, looking for something to eat amongst the grass. We walked for a ways, and then he sat down on the ground and asked me to do the same. I liked Grandpa. My mum's dad, he was the silent type, and always quiet and polite. He liked his farm and supporting us. Duane, I know this will be a little hard for you to understand at this time, but you are going to have a very interesting life, way more than you can imagine at this time. You will be doing what no one has ever done. I know you are having dreams in the other dimensions, which is part of your training for what is to come. Rebazar wants me to tell this to the physical part of yourself at this time. It will take a while for you to understand and even remember what I am telling you, but someday you will. For now, you can be the kid and explore what is taking place here with your mum and your dream worlds, he said as he looked at me, as though he wanted me to say something. Wow, Grandpa! I will know what you are telling me. I really will, I said, as I didn't know what he meant, but I know it was nice. Yes, Sonny, a lot more than even your mum will ever realize, he said. Is Mum coming back soon, Grandpa? I really do miss her, I asked, hoping he would say real soon. Yes, she will be here any time now. Duane, do you remember how you came here? He asked as he looked at me. I came with Mum, didn't I? I asked, as I thought it was the answer. Of course you came here with your mother, but what I meant was, do you remember coming into this life? He asked. I looked at him and wondered if he knew what I had known all along. I never really said anything, because I was too young, and these bigger people had their own way about them. Grandpa mentioned Rebazar, and that name meant something to me. I wanted to know more. I do remember something, Grandpa. There was a man who was with me, as I saw Mum on the bed before I had this body, I said, but not in the same way I have written here, but in my little boy talking style. Good. So you do remember coming into this life. That's great. I have something fun to tell you. Your friend who brought you here is someone I also know, he said, as I looked at his big grin. Really, Grandpa? Who is he? I asked. He is someone you have been with for lifetimes, and you will meet him again in this life with what you will be doing, he said. I think I have been with him in my dreams, Grandpa, I said. Of course you have, because I have seen him in my dreams, and he told me a lot about your future and why you are here, he said. Is it all good? I asked. Of course it is, Duane, he said, as he hugged me. I was listening the best I could to what Grandpa was saying, because it was like a great bedtime story for me. There has always been a something about myself that wants to have the real adventure and explore everything. I did not know it at the time, but I wanted to forget certain things, to start new, and take on the challenge of remembering. Watch your dreams, and you will meet this man again, because he is always with you, and here to teach you what your great destiny will be. Now, you must understand something, and that is, what I have told you is just between us. Not everyone is ready to know about certain things at this time. Not even your mother, okay? He said with a smile. Okay, sir, I won't say anything to anyone, I said, as I hugged him. As time went by, I was hoping Mum would come home any time now. Until then, Grandpa and I would go out to the field now and then and talk about things I wasn't able to understand yet. I was about 4 when Mama finally returned from her trip to California. One day she drove up in her new white convertible and honked the horn, driving around the big pig pen front yard several times. I was inside with Grandma, and I came running out of the house, all excited to see her.